Hey guys, it's your boy Tang here, and today's video is episode 1 of the Football Roundup. For all of you guys who don't know me, my name's Daniel, better known as Tang to my friends and other people like you now. So, today in this video I'm going to be having a segment on what I think is the best goal of the week fixtures for me. We're going to be talking about, in this specific episode, the Bale, Suarez and Wayne Rooney sagas. These have really been the sagas of the elite talent in the footballing world. We're also going to have the other transfer news, you know, whether it be from the newspapers, from websites such as Sky Sports, Twitter, whether it be just saying a club says rather, do you know what, I like that guy, sign him up. We're going to have that. And yeah, we're gonna talk about another show that is a little bit similar to mine, but it's clearly worse. So yeah, in fact, we are now going to start off with the goal of the week.
Yes. Shit! Did you see that? He must have a foot like a traction engine. The proof is in the pudding, and the pudding in this case is a football. Boof! Eat my goal! The goalie has got football pie all over his shirt.
Anyway, so this will be where I talk about my favourite goal of the weekend, and unfortunately, this goal was not on a winning team. It was on a losing team, and a team that lost very recently, and I mean very recently, within the last couple of hours. It's being recorded on Sunday, by the way. And that goal is Edin Dzeko versus Cardiff. And I must say, that was a superb goal. So, personally, that was my, shit, what a goal of the week. And, yeah, I will put a link down below. I might even put it on the video whilst you're listening to me on Moot. So, yeah, so that is the shit, what a goal. Anyway, let's talk about transfer business. Transfer business has been really rapid this season. A lot of teams spending big, a lot of teams not really spending, such as the Crystal Palaces, Arsenal's, Manchester United, you know, a couple of big teams, but really, you know, I'm going to talk about Crystal Palace to start off with. Crystal Palace, Ian Holloway, who I like as a manager. I think he's a very, very good manager. He's always defined the odds, Ian Holloway, and I feel that Ian Holloway is going to have a massive task on his hands, because personally, they've got a lot of talent up there, championship-wise, at Crystal Palace, but really they lack that standout player. And for example, up front they've got Marouane Chamakh, they've got Dwight Gale, which I believe it was either 5 or 7 million. Don't if you know, correct me please in the comments. And he looks ambitious. He looks quick, but he kind of looks like a lost kid in a playground at the same time. He's a good little player. He signed from Peterborough for a huge fee. Personally, I think it's way too much, considering if you look at what Norwich spent for Redmond and how well Redmond recently has been playing for Norwich. So that doesn't really make sense. I think they have put all their eggs into one basket with Dwight Gale, and so far Dwight Gale has not performed. Marouane Chamakh was on a free transfer. I think that's a really good transfer. Chamakh, as you know, he scored in his game against Stoke. It was a nice little goal. Chamakh is someone who's never really found his feet in the Premier League, signed for a decent amount of money to Arsenal. Then I believe he went on loan to West Ham. Didn't really fit in at West Ham, but I feel if he gets a good start at his new club, then I think he'll be great, you know. I think this is the kind of team that he needs to get his career back on track. I do think he's a good player, and personally, he'd be a type of player that I wouldn't have minded as backup for Norwich. I'm a Norwich fan as well, in case you didn't know. But we've now got Johan Almanda, who I will talk about in a minute. So Crystal Palace, yeah, Ian Holloway recently said that he he doesn't really like the transfer window simply because, as being a lower club, it's really hard to attract players, and I can see what he means. To be honest, if you had an offer lying on the table from somewhere like Fulham or Crystal Palace, I would take Fulham. That's an example of Darren Bent. Darren Bent, personally, I could have seen him not doing well at Crystal Palace because I don't think he's got the players around him who will integrate him enough. Whereas I do see him doing well at Fulham, and he's already scored, so that's just a testament to Darren Bent and his abilities. He's a really, really good striker, and yeah, I think he made the right decision. But anyway, Ian Holloway was a bit angry about he was only allowed 2 loan players. In a way, I agree. If you set a rule down, it should be down for every club. But somebody like Crystal Palace, I believe, needs some young players. Someone like a Chrissy Powell would have been interested to see them bring in on loan. Just them loan players who are great, talented players, like the Miran Diouf at Manchester United, who went on loan to Blackburn. No, I can't remember. Miran Diouf. Who did he go on loan to? Might have been Blackburn. I can't remember, but you know who I mean. He kind of got noticed at that club, and that kind of kicked off his career a bit. So, yeah, I do feel sorry for Ian Holloway. Obviously, he hasn't got a massive transfer budget as well, nor has he got a massive wage budget, unlike some of the other promoted clubs, like Hull. Hull haven't got massive, but they've got more than Crystal Palace and Cardiff, who have spent loads this season. Anyway, I'm going to talk about transfers now, for all you people who like to keep up to date with the transfer news. So I'm going to quickly just log on to Sky Sports website, have a look at the transfer centre. Okay, Vlad Chichires, the Sternia Bucharest centre back, is in talks with sip a drink. Is in talks with Tottenham Hotspur. I think he's a good centre back. I think he'll be a good player for them. Obviously, Yunus Kabul isn't fully fit yet. I believe he's still injured. It's just good cover. It'll be interesting to see whether he does slot in straight away with Vertonghen. Also, they did lose William Gallas during the summer as his contract ran out. Chelsea, William, I'm really surprised about this deal. William doesn't really seem the type of player that Chelsea need. He's quick, he's young, but he's not got that great of a goal-scoring record. Yes, he only played 11 games, but he only scored 1 goal for Anzi Mashakalakalaka. And yeah, I think Eto probably would have been the better solution, or I don't really like Rooney, so yeah. Cabaye obviously wants to move to Arsenal or to PSG. He's refusing to play for Newcastle. That doesn't, as a fan, that makes me lose hope in football. That makes me feel like, why are you doing this? In fact, if I was at a club, I would, even if I know I'm leaving, I'd still put 100% in. So the fans respect you more that way. Cabaye's just acting like an arsehole though. But yeah, Luke Moore has joined Turkish side as a Plakabor on a free transfer. Igo Falcon has gone to Rayo Vallecano for the rest of the season, and Robert Lewandowski has admitted that he's turned down Manchester United, Chelsea and Real Madrid in the past 12 months. That's really interesting because Robin Lewandowski is the type of player, in my opinion, that Manchester United need. And QPR signed Matty Phillips from Blackpool. I really, really like Matty Phillips. I think he's a really, really good player. And I think that's a great deal for them. He's a good player. He's probably the player that they need. He reminds me of a younger Sean Wright Phillips. Hopefully his career doesn't tail off like Sean Wright Phillips did. But yeah, anyway, let's go on to the 3 top transfer sagas of the season. And they obviously, as you know, are Suarez, Bale, and Rooney. Hate Rooney. What a twat. Bale. Bale has been pictured with Marbella. In Marbella wearing this ridiculous pink twat-like underwear. He looks like a complete cunt. And yeah, he just looks like such a knob. But it doesn't make sense. If you're playing for a team, you should not be on holiday when they've started the season. You know, that is the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard. You need to get his mind sorted out, so he went on holiday to Marbella. Also, the Real Madrid president is there. Fucking coincidence, huh, Bale? I've just written down fuck on my notepad. But yeah, that's just a knobhead move from Gareth Bale. We all know he wants to move, and like I said earlier, if you don't want to stay at a club, you just say, hey, I don't want to stay here no longer, but I'm still going to put my all in for you. You know, not go off to fucking Marbella, wear pink little fucking gay ass shorts, and look like a fucking twat on the media. Bale, it's obvious he's going to go, whether it be for 90 million, which is completely ridiculous. He's a good player, but is he really 92 million? Or whatever it's 85 plus Cohen Trout, whatever it is he that good? Is he worth that amount? Personally, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think he's that good. Ronaldo, yes. Bale, not proven in a massive team. You know, I think he's a good player. I think, in fact, he's a great player. But I think there's better players that you can get cheaper. Yes, he's still young, but not really up there. Luis Suarez is the cunt of football. He's up there with Joey Barton. He is up there with El Hadj Diouf. He is just like, you got a bit of a prick, and then you got cunt. And Luis Suarez is in the cunt factor. Luis Suarez refusing to play for Liverpool. You know, mentally unstable or injury. You know, that's one thing that's really annoyed me with Rooney and Bale. Oh, we're injured. We can't play. You're not injured. You're sitting on a beach somewhere. That isn't injured. It's taking the piss out of the club you play for. Bale, yeah. Rooney. Suarez, anyway. Suarez, it's clear that he wants to get out of England. He said he hates English media. He's now training again with Liverpool, but not playing, which is interesting. Chug a drink. But yeah. Suarez, great player. I'm not going to lie to you, superb player. Have him in my team any day. You know, if I was a fan of Liverpool, I'd be supporting him. You know, but I think Liverpool fans are starting to get pissed off of this bullshit that he feeds them every time he sits in front of a microphone or says anything to anyone. 40 million, lot of money. I think he's better than Bale though. He's got more goals. He's a bit more proven, you know. Suarez, 40 million. Great player, you know. 40 million is a lot of money. You can buy a couple of decent... Buy Lewandowski with that, although I did just read that he turned down clubs. But yeah, Lewandowski, Suarez rather. Great player, you know. Personally, I don't think he'll join Arsenal. I think Arsenal should move on. They've taken too long, Arsenal, in this window, and that's really coming back to punch them in the face. Although, as I've seen like the picture on Twitter and Facebook, Wenger's getting the bitches. I might put that Facebook photo up in a minute on the screen. Suarez, yeah, I think I'll go to Real Madrid or a Bayern Munich or a team like that. A team that encourages you to let out the inner cunt. And yeah, that's the type of team he'll go to. Rooney, I think Rooney wants to stay in England, or go to somewhere like France, which is on the tunnel, you know, PSG. Rooney, I respect him for playing for his club. He sat on the bench. He could have done what Bale done. He could have done what Suarez done. Yes, he did say he was injured, but he might have been. He played for England, you know. He did look a little bit rusty, but, you know, he's done better than Bale, in my opinion, instead of sitting out on a beach in Marbella, where the Real Madrid president is. You know, he wants to move, but is Chelsea much of an improvement for him? Who knows? I don't think you can go any further up than United. But hey, who knows? Anyway, I'm going to talk about Norwich now. I'm a really avid Norwich fan to the extent that I'm a season ticket holder. Sitting the lower in P. So yeah, I'd like you guys who are watching, or shall I rather say listening, to comment down below on what you think about Norwich's season so far and the team's activity in the transfer window and your team's, because obviously you're not going to be Norwich fans, all you who listen to this, activity in the transfer window. So comment that down below. I'm going to talk about Norwich's. Okay, Norwich have signed Olsen, Garrido, Colin Ash, who actually drives a Corsa, Ford Corsa, or Astra, that's the one, Ford Astra, Focus, one of them, where the others drive Bentleys and shit, you know. Colin Ash, Johan Elmander, Nathan Redmond, right, Colin Ash, Elmander, Redmond, Fulsvinkel, Fur. I can't remember. Oh, Hooper, Garrido, Olsen. Some great signings there. Great signings. Hooper's injured. We know that. He should be back in a couple of weeks. But I think Norwich's business, what they've done so far, is great in the window. Best signing for me, Nathan Redmond, without doubt. Superb player. Looks to be a real young talent. Looks to be the next Theo Walcott. Hopefully he's a little better than Theo Walcott, but Theo Walcott still is a superb player. I don't think any team, if he was on a free transfer, said, "Can I play for you?" would turn him down. Nathan Redmond, superb player. Wolfswinkel still needs to prove himself for me. He needs to be a bit more involved. Leroy Fer is a machine in midfield. He's just going to break stuff up. You know, he breaks stuff up, pass the ball, break stuff up, pass the ball. Carlo Nash, he's just there for the younger kids. Also, really disappointed the amount of game time he's got. I think he's a superb player. Hooper, still not proven. Missed a great chance, then got injured. Johan Elmander looks strong, looks a beast, you know, not as quick, 32, you know, good little load signing as cover. And I believe that's it. If I'm missing anyone, don't tell me. But yeah, that's Norwich's business within the window. See, we've let a few players go. I think we need another attacking midfielder. I don't think Houlihan's good enough, or another winger. And I believe we need another centre-back. Okay, I'm going to talk about this man. I don't like this man. Well, I don't like him. I don't rate this man, rather. Michael Turner. I could go on for hours about how bad Michael Turner is. I don't get why Michael Turner can win stuff in the air. He can tackle from time to time, but he's clumsy. He's like a donkey with autism. You know, it just isn't right. Michael Turner, I don't rate him. I don't think he's that good. I just want him out of the Norwich team. I'd like him to go to Crystal Palace and just fuck their team up, because he conceded a penalty, which in the end cost us the game at Hull, you know, and that's just fucking stupid. Michael Turner, don't rate him. Can't wait for Basong. Hopefully, Russell Martin's not centre back, but hopefully, chug a drink. Hopefully, he goes. Hopefully, we get someone like Ryan Bennett or another good centre back coming in. Someone like a Ryan Shawcross, I'd like, alongside Basson. Anyway, guys, I'm now going to wrap the episode up with my thoughts on the results this week. These are the results from the Premier League. If you'd like me to do other leagues, talk about the Championship, I'll do that when the transfer window is closed. Okay, so Fraser Campbell scored 2 goals in the 3-2 win over Man City for Cardiff. What an upset that was. Great result for Cardiff. But it proved that Manchester City can't defend corners, set pieces, without the captain. You know, Negredo and Dzeko scored. I was quite surprised that Negredo came on. I prefer Jovetic, and Dzeko, I was quite surprised he started. Soldado scored in the 1-0 win for Swansea. I'd be really worried for Swansea if I was them. Losing 4-1 at home to Real Madrid. Getting destroyed at Real Madrid. Manchester United. And, getting destroyed. But they still played well. They've still got that flair. I think they need to start scoring goals soon, though. Another Soldado penalty. That's all they seem to have, Tottenham. Soldado's a fantastic player. They're a good team, Tottenham. They make loads and loads of chances. Paulinho looks really good, so does Soldado. But they need to get away from winning games on penalties. And they've been lucky when it comes to penalties. Okay, the other results, they were today's games. Bent scored in the 3-1 defeat for Fulham to Arsenal. Giroud scored 2 goals in 2 games. That's pretty impressive. Lucas Podolski scored 2 for Arsenal. They look 2 really good strikers, and hopefully if they can find their form, they could be really good for Arsenal this year. Arsenal obviously got thumped by Aston Villa. Hopefully this is a reality check for Arsenal, and they'll bring in some players. 0-0 between West Brom and Everton. Everton have found it hard to get off the mark this season. They looked alright against Norwich, but they didn't look anything special. Norwich, I thought, should have integrated more with Ricky Van Volswinkel. Hull City versus Norwich. Norwich lost 1-0 to Hull. Michael Turner giving away a fucking penalty. Aluku or Seiko, I can't remember who it was, got sent off for a headbutt. Didn't actually connect, but the motion was there, 0-0 Newcastle West Ham. If I was Newcastle, I'd be really worried that they still haven't really scored in this Premier League. They look like they've got nothing. They've got so many great players, but they look like they're dull. They look like they're out of ideas. West Ham, they're still work in progress. Southampton, Sunderland. Southampton, yeah, they did really well. I think they could have beat Sunderland. Sunderland aren't safe in this league at all. They've got some good signings, but I don't think they're safe. Stoke, Crystal Palace. I feel really sorry for Stoke. For Crystal Palace. They went 1-0 up with a Marwan Shamak goal. Then they lost it in the second half due to a Charlie Adam and Ryan Shawcross goal. Crystal Palace, they're going to find it hard. They've got to have more firepower and hold on better. Liverpool versus Aston Villa. Liverpool 2-1 1-0 wins against Aston Villa and Stoke. Both pretty hard opposition. But I'd like to see them scoring more goals than what they have been. But it's a great start anyway. To start off at that point. So it's good for Liverpool. They look like they've made some good signings, and hopefully they do well. And then tomorrow you've got the big game, which is Man U Chelsea. This will be really interesting. This might decide the title early on. This might say, hey, is Mourinho going to work his magic back at Chelsea? It'll be really, really interesting. And I don't know whether there's a game on Tuesday. There isn't. Oh, there's the cup games, which I will be attending, and I might just do a snippet episode on that. So, thank you for watching, guys. This has been Tang, and this has been the Football Roundup. Thank you for watching. Remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Link will be down below to the Dzeko goal and other stuff if I put on the video. Thank you for watching. Again, did I say thank you for watching? Thanks for watching. Tang out.